Good afternoon. Today is Friday, May 16th, and we have no birthdays, but we have one anniversary. Today is oh, I feel like I'm losing it lately. Today is Harold and Kelly's 14th anniversary. So Harold and Kelly, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary. Well, I hope you have a great, great anniversary today. Everybody's working on their lawns again today. What's Friday? They usually do it on the weekends. Sophia cut ours yesterday. Jimmy planted my rose bush, and let me show you some flowers that I've planted so far. I planted those planter boxes, and then Jimmy put the rose bush in yesterday, and we had so much rain last night it filled up my bird bath. So there's how it looks. Let's see if we get a little closer. Let's see. Also went to Lowe's and got some flowers, so let me show you the flowers from Lowe's. Okay, these are the flowers that we bought. Bought this one, and then I bought a couple of these. Where's the one? Oh, we got the other big one. Is it in the truck?
Yeah.
Oh, and then some marigolds, some potting soil, a new shovel, my spikes, and they didn't have any geraniums. They were all sold out. So I got these two instead. Well, there we go. Oh, I want to get a video of that, Jim. And then we got another plant for Jimmy to plant. Jim picked it out. He liked it. He thought it was unique. And it is a Manhattan Lights lupine. So it was interesting, so we thought we'd try this one out. Anyway, I didn't walk this morning. He really dug whatever he did yesterday with my foot. It didn't hurt at all yesterday, but I got up this morning and started to walk. Oh my goodness, that hurt. It hurt to walk. But Jim wanted to go to the Lowe's to get some weed killer, because we got weeds growing up along the fence really bad. But I don't know how much you're hearing of that. I think he's done weed whacking. Anyway, so I thought, well, we'll just go to Lowe's and I'll pick up my flowers, because I haven't picked up my annuals yet. So I thought I'd get my annuals. And they didn't have any geraniums at Lowe's. I asked a couple people and they couldn't find them either. So I guess I'm going to have to figure out something. I always put them by the front door. So I got some petunias instead. So I'm going to put some petunias by the front door. Hopefully it gets enough sun that it'll work. And then Jim found that one perennial, which is kind of odd looking, but Jim loved it. So I called Jimmy and he said he'd come by Monday after work and put it in, because this is his first weekend off for no side jobs or anything for a long time. So he just wants to go home and work at his own house, which I don't blame him. But I had another crappy night of sleeping. I didn't go to bed till 3:30, and I really think I probably should go find out about getting that CPAP or whatever it's called machine, because I really think I'm probably stopped breathing. Is probably why I'm waking up. I don't know. It's just an awful feeling. And then I wake up exhausted, tired. I don't feel like doing anything. Just doing those potting to those two pots and the one by the front door. I did one by the front door. I'm exhausted. That's not. Oh no, and I did the ones by the. I don't know if I showed you. When I get up, I'll show you those. I did those too. But I told Jim, when I was younger, I got so much joy out of doing it. Now that I'm older and it gets to be a chore, I enjoy them once they're in, but I don't enjoy putting them in at all. So I watched the conclusion of my amazing race, and then just in case you didn't watch it, I won't do a spoiler, but I will tell you that I was happy who won. And then, as much as I don't like Jonathan and Anna's team, Anna doesn't bother me, or Anna, or whatever her name is, but I got to give her props, because when you watch it, that water challenge, she is definitely afraid of water because she almost drowned when she was a child. And I don't know if you remember one of the past challenges where she had to deal with the ocean. She was having a hard time with it. And this challenge was challenging, to say the least. I don't think I could have done it. And she stuck it out. I have to give her credit for that, because she never gave up. She was determined. I really thought that at one point she was just going to take the penalty. But I don't know, maybe she might have been better off taking the penalty for as many times as it took her to do it. But props to her for doing it. So we watched that, and then we watched the conclusion of 911. I was wrong about my conclusion theory on Dr. Odyssey. I was basing it on Lost, because Lost was like they were supposedly trapped on this desert island for years and years and years, and then the big heavy guy never lost any weight. And then it turned out that there was other people on the island, and I think at one point there was dinosaurs or something. I know it got really far-fetched, so I didn't think it was not in the realm of possibility. But yeah. And they ended it in a way that if it did get renewed, they could pick it up again. And they did kind of give it an ending, too, at the same time. So, yeah, I was a little disappointed. Then I watched Grey's Anatomy. That was the conclusion of that. Now I know why I have to wait so long in the doctor's office. All the doctors are in the supply closets having sex. That's why there's somebody waiting on you. I know that's not true, but I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. And then we watched Law and Order. And then I just watched, Jim went to bed, and then I watched Stephen Colbert. And I like to watch Anderson Cooper, and I watched Anderson Cooper. And then just kind of played on my phone till about 3:30, and then I went to bed. I did fall asleep right away till 5:30. And then I was up and down till about 9:30, and I finally got up at 10. But I could take a nap. That's how tired I am. So I'm going to figure that out. And so that I didn't go for a dedicated walk this morning because I told you my foot was bothering me. As it turned out, walking around in Lowe's, when I looked at my watch, I have 0.60 on my step thing on my watch from just going to Lowe's, nothing else. So that was before I started doing my planting and things. So I got my half-mile walk in. Not a dedicated half-mile walk, but I got it in. So I think that's going to do it for now. Finish putting that one more pot of flowers, and then going in the house and eating something I haven't eaten yet. Then I'm going to sit out in the backyard and read my book today. I am going to get out there because it's beautiful out here. It's a little hot, it's a little warm. My kids were complaining yesterday because I didn't have the air conditioning on. They were sweltering. They were so hot. I said, you're not going to be here long enough to even have to worry about it. Because they were only here, I guess maybe because it was so hot they couldn't stay. They talked with each other for a little bit, but then they left. And Jimmy put my thing in. Danny and Jimmy put the cover on. Sophia got my lawn cut. Just kind of worked out that everybody came at the same time, so that worked out good. And then Danny sent me a picture of Hannah. He said she's a bougie baby because it is hot today. So she has a fan on her stroller. Here's a picture. Yes. I said you shouldn't let her get that way because when she comes to Grandma's house, she's going to be hot because I very rarely turn my air conditioning on. And so then Danny says, well, then we probably won't be visiting that often. I says, you'll be visiting. I know you will. So, all right, we'll talk again when I'm in the backyard reading. How's that sound? Talk to you soon. And here's the other pot that I planted. See once it takes hold. I'll show you in a couple weeks how it looks. Well, I actually didn't do any reading. Excuse me. I finished all my flowers out in front, so the front yard is all done. I just wanted to get something accomplished today at least. So I got all my front pots planted and watered. We're supposed to get some more rain tonight, so that'll help them out a little bit. And then tomorrow it's only supposed to be in the 60s, and so I'll go do the backyard ones. I think I might have to go buy another tray of flowers because I forgot about this one big pot I have in the backyard. So we'll see how that goes. And then, last night the storm, so they did come through. Oh my gosh, they were so loud. There was a tornado that touched down in the next county over from me. I haven't watched the news yet tonight, but last night they were talking about it. But I'm telling you, these weather people, they're in their glory when there's a storm going on. Because I couldn't finish watching Stephen Colbert because they broke through for the tracking of the weather, which was everywhere. And they get so excited about it. Oh, here's a storm and here's this and oh my gosh, and like flipping through this screen and that screen, and one was red and one was yellow and one was orange, then back to green and then back to yellow. And we had a tornado watch, but that was about it. We didn't get a lot of lightning, but oh my gosh, the thunder was so loud. You know when you were a kid and you always said that the thunder sounded like the angels were bowling? That's exactly what it sounded like. It sounded like they let the ball go right in front of my house and then rolled it right over and it went rolling. It was like rolling thunder, like Earth Brooks songs. And then just a little bit of lightning, not that much, but a lot of thunder. And then the rain poured. It came down, so which is good because Jimmy planted my rose bush yesterday. So they needed that. So, all right, just a minute. I have to talk to my neighbor. She's bringing stuff for Christine next door, but Sabrina's not bringing me anything. So I said, Sabrina, that's very nice. She went grocery shopping or something. She probably called her to ask if she needed anything. Like I said, best neighbors ever. Best neighbors ever. Can't complain, not one bit. I've had my share of crappy ones, let me tell you. But anyway, I have a load of laundry in there I have to go fold. And then have something for dinner, which Friday. Not going to be anything big spectacular. Tuna fish sandwich. And then a glass of iced tea with it. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. But tomorrow, even though it's going to be cooler and I am going to be doing my rest of my planting, I do want to get outside tomorrow and finish that and start reading again because I do miss my reading. I really, truly miss my reading. So anyway, that's going to do it. So like, comment, subscribe, and share, and let's talk again tomorrow. And by the front door. This one came out a little bit better than that one. This one doesn't get a lot of sun, so I was kind of leery with that. I think I might tomorrow add a couple more flowers on that one. We'll see. I'll get my finger out of the way.